Okay, we're going to get back at the Triumph again here. Got some parts that came in and that sort of stuff. I've actually been away on vacation for 4 or 5 days here. Had a nice time up in Gananoque, Ontario with my oldest boy and his wife and his children. Had a lovely time. Anyway, got back and this little guy here was in the mail. It's a nice little, very simple little kit. It's just a filter and the filter housing, which you get. And the price was really quite reasonable for it. The only thing is you have to make a bracket to hold it. The inside of this, there were a few little areas where there was some flash coming off the molding in that, so I broke that off and smoothed that up, got that out of the way, and the whole thing was painted with a really cheap ass paint. The great thing about that is it's easy to get off. So I don't like the idea of having paint inside an engine if I can avoid it. I mean, if it's something that's been there from factory, that's another thing, but this paint was so easy to remove that I thought, well, I better take it all out. Anyways, I got an outlet port on the top there. I'm going to mount this underneath the right hand side cover. There, I could mount it underneath the bike between the legs of the kickstand, but I'm the kind of guy who is into making maintenance easy, and with this being up under the side cover, it'll make it a lot easier to remove and replace. So that's where I'm going to put it. Now, I had to make a bracket to fit it. The tube that comes from that's under the frame there where I'm going to clamp it to is a piece of 3-inch steel tubing, and I just happen to have a nice big piece of aluminum tubing here, which I use as a guide to help me make a clamp up for that. So let's go out here in the sunshine. Not a bad day for October 12th. I think it must be about 15 or 16 degrees out here, but the sun feels good on your shoulders. Anyway, here's what I came up with for a clamp. Very simple. There's one side that'll go around 1/2. And there's the other side there. The filter will bolt onto these 2 bolts here, and then I'll just pass bolts through the clamp and bolt that up underneath. That should work just fine. And right now, I'm going to wait for that paint to dry that I just put on there. I'm going to go in and have a sandwich and a cup of tea. Okay, there it is. Nicely tucked away and under there. It's a good solid mount. I've filled that oil filter up with oil before I put it on. There's plenty of room to get it on and off, so it should be a pretty simple thing to work on when you need to change the filter. I mean, it's right there, right under the side cover. Couldn't be in a better place. Okay, I think I'll start putting that together next, but there's no big rush.
Well, that's been successful.
Yes, that was successful.
Bulb time.
Bulb time? Yeah.
Yes.
No, that was a good ride. Nothing went wrong. Bike sounds great. I think she's ready to go home.
I laughed every time you went.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up for this job. The only thing left to do is just snug up that back chain a bit. It's probably got about 1.5 inches of slack in it, so it's you can hear it clacking a little bit every once in a while, so I'll have to tighten that up. And I don't like that piece of copper pipe sticking off the end of that side stand. I think I'll go to work and I'll weld on a little steel horn or something so he can get the toe of his boot on there when he's ready to ride, instead of having that ugly old piece of copper pipe sticking off of there. Other than that, it's working great. No more issues with the oil pump or anything like that. That new filter is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. You know, and as far as I'm concerned, that's a perfect location because it's easy to get at when you go to do your oil change. It's right there. It's not hard to, don't have to go underneath the bike or anything like that. And anyway, top end is nice and dry. There's no leaks there or anything, so I'm real happy with that. And that wraps it up. If you like this video, well, you can like and subscribe. That would be great. And that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.